golden goose. Once upon a time, a man had 3 sons. The youngest was called Simpleton, and everyone always made fun of him. One day, the oldest son went into the forest to cut firewood. He took with him a sweet cake and a bottle of cider. Soon, he came to a little old man who said, "Give me some of your cake and cider, for I am hungry and thirsty." But the young man said,
"If I do that, I will not have enough for myself."
Then he set to work chopping down a tree. Before long, he accidentally cut his arm and had to go home. Now this was not really an accident at all. It had been caused by the little old man. Next, the second son went into the forest to cut wood, taking with him a sweet cake and a bottle of cider. Before he had gone very far, he came across the same little old man. The man asked for something to eat and drink, but the boy replied, "What? And have less for myself? Get out of my way." Then he went to work, chopping down a tree. But before long, he cut his leg and had to go home. Now Simpleton wanted to try his luck at chopping down trees, but his father shook his head, saying, "You would be wiser to stay away from things you do not understand." Simpleton kept pleading until he was finally allowed to go. He took with him a bottle of stale cider and some cake that had been baked in the ashes. Soon he came upon the little old man, who asked for some food and drink. The boy replied, "I have only some cake that was baked in the ashes and a bottle of stale cider, but I will share them with you." As they ate, they found that both the cake and the cider became sweet. When they had finished, the old man said, "Since you have been good to me, I will repay you with a kindness." Then he pointed to an old tree and said, "If you cut down that tree, you will find something inside." Then he disappeared. Simpleton took his axe and chopped down the tree. Inside the hollow trunk was a goose whose feathers were made of pure gold. At once, the lad picked up the goose and went to an inn where he planned to spend the night. Now the landlord happened to have 3 daughters, and each one wanted to pluck out one of the goose's golden feathers. When Simpleton left the room, the eldest reached out to pluck a feather, but as soon as she touched the goose, she stuck fast. No matter how she tried, she could not get free from the goose. Then the second daughter tried to pluck a feather, but she stuck fast to her sister. Finally, the third came forward, hoping to get a feather for herself. "Stay away," cried the sisters. "Don't come any closer." But the youngest thought, "If they can do it, so can I." And as soon as she touched her sisters, she was stuck fast. So they all had to spend the night with the goose. In the morning, Simpleton picked up his goose and walked off. He paid no attention to the 3 girls, who could do nothing but run behind him. Soon they passed the parson, who cried, "Why are you running after that boy?" He took the youngest girl by the hand, meaning to stop her. But as soon as he touched her, he was stuck fast. Then the parson's helper saw his master running by, and he cried, "Wait, parson!" And as he spoke, he touched the parson's sleeve, and was immediately stuck fast. They continued along until they passed 2 farmers. "Help! Help!" cried the parson's helper. But as the farmers reached out to help, they stuck to him. Now there were 7 people following behind Simpleton and the golden goose. Soon they came to the town where the king lived. It so happened that the king had a daughter who did not know how to laugh. So the king declared that anyone who could make her laugh could marry her. Just then, Simpleton passed by the king's palace. The princess looked out the window and burst into laughter. Now the king did not like the idea of having someone named Simpleton for a son-in-law. So he began to think up difficult tasks for Simpleton to do. "Before you marry my daughter," he said, "you must bring me a man who can drink all the cider in my cellar." At once, Simpleton went out into the forest thinking that the little old man might be able to help him. When he came to the tree that he had cut down, he saw a man who looked very sad. The man said, "I am sad because I can never quench my thirst. I just drank a barrel of cider, but now I am more thirsty than ever." Then Simpleton said, "Follow me, and I will help you." And he led him to the king's cellar, where the thirsty man drank barrel after barrel of the king's cider. By the time the sun had set, the cellar was empty. When Simpleton went to claim the princess, the king said, "Now you must find me a man who can eat a mountain of bread." Again Simpleton went into the forest. When he came to the tree that he had cut down, he found a man who was tightening his belt and moaning, "Oh, woe is me! I am so hungry that I will never be full. I have just eaten 1,000 rolls, but I am more hungry than before." "Follow me," said Simpleton. "I will help you." Then he took the man to the king's palace. The king had ordered all the bread in the kingdom to be piled into a huge mountain. The hungry man sat down to eat, and before the sun had set, the mountain of bread was gone. Now the king told Simpleton, "Before you marry the princess, you must find me a ship that can sail on land as well as in the water." Oh. Once more, Simpleton went into the forest. This time, when he came to the tree he had cut down, he found the little old man sitting on the tree stump. The little old man said, "I have drunk all of the king's cider for you, and I have eaten a mountain of bread for you. Now I will give you the ship that you seek, because you were once kind to me." And that is just what he did. So it came to pass that Simpleton married the princess. When the king died, Simpleton received the entire kingdom to rule, and he and the princess lived happily for the rest of their days. The end. The Gingerbread Boy. A great many years ago, a little old man and a little old woman lived in a little old house near the edge of the woods. One day, the little old woman decided to surprise the little old man. She decided to bake a delicious gingerbread boy. First, she cut some dough into just the right shape and placed it on a cookie sheet. Then, she added gumdrops for eyes, a candy heart for a mouth, and some raisins for buttons. What a fine gingerbread boy he would be. When she finished making the gingerbread boy, she placed him in the oven to bake. Soon, the smell of fresh gingerbread filled the kitchen. After a while, she opened the oven door to see if the gingerbread was done. Out jumped the gingerbread boy. The little old woman could hardly believe her eyes. The gingerbread boy ran out into the yard where the little old man was working in the garden. And as he ran, he called out,
"I'm a gingerbread boy. I'm as fresh as can be. I can run so fast you can't catch me."
The little old man and the little old woman ran after the gingerbread boy, but they could not catch him. He was too fast. Soon, the gingerbread boy came to a field where apple pickers were picking apples. "Look," they said, "a freshly baked gingerbread boy. He will make a good snack." Then they shouted, "Stop! We want to eat you!" But the gingerbread boy ran past them, and as he ran, he called out,
"I'm a gingerbread boy. I'm as fresh as can be. I can run so fast you can't catch me. I ran away from a little old woman and a little old man. And
apple pickers ran after him, but they could not catch him. He was too fast. Before long, the gingerbread boy came to some reapers who were cutting some wheat.
Look!
They cried.
A gingerbread boy! What a tasty treat he will make!
Then they shouted to the gingerbread boy,
Stop! We want to eat you!
but the gingerbread boy ran past them, and as he ran, he called out.
I'm a gingerbread boy, I'm as fresh as can be. I can run so fast, you can't catch me. I ran away from some apple pickers and a little old woman and a little old man. And I'll run away from you just as fast as I can.
The reapers ran after him, but they could not catch him. He was too fast. After a while, he came to a cat who was lying in the sun. The cat began to lick her whiskers.
Oh, a gingerbread boy would make a perfect lunch.
She purred. Then she cried out,
Stop! I want to eat you!
but the gingerbread boy ran past the cat, and as he ran, he called out.
I'm a gingerbread boy, I'm as fresh as can be. I can run so fast, you can't catch me. I ran away from some reapers and some apple pickers. And a little old woman and a little old man. And I'll run away from you just as fast as I can.
The cat ran after the gingerbread boy, but the cat could not catch him. He was too fast. By and by, the gingerbread boy came to a dog who was chewing on a bone.
Stop! Stop!
Barked the dog.
I want to eat you!
But the gingerbread boy ran past the dog, and as he ran, he called out.
I'm a gingerbread boy, I'm as fresh as can be. I can run so fast, you can't catch me. I ran away from a cat and some reapers and some apple pickers and a little old woman and a little old man. And I'll run away from you just as fast as I can.
The dog ran after the gingerbread boy, but the dog could not catch him. He was too fast. Soon, the gingerbread boy came to a pig who was digging in the mud, looking for something to eat. Stop, whined the pig. You smell delicious, and I want to eat you. But the gingerbread boy ran past the pig, and as he ran, he called out.
I'm a gingerbread boy, I'm as fresh as can be. I can run so fast, you can't catch me. I ran away from a dog and a cat and some reapers and some apple pickers and a little old woman and a little old man. And I'll run away from you just as fast as I can.
Wee, 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 wee.
The pig ran after the gingerbread boy, but the pig could not catch him. He was too fast. After a while, the gingerbread boy came to a sly old fox. The gingerbread boy called.
I'm a gingerbread boy, I'm as fresh as can be. I can run so fast, you can't catch me. I ran away from a pig and a dog and a cat and some reapers and some apple pickers and a little old woman and a little old man. And I'll run away from you just as fast as I can.
But the fox just yawned and said,
What makes you think I want to catch you?
The gingerbread boy stopped running.
I'm a gingerbread boy,
He said,
everyone knows gingerbread boys are good to eat, especially fresh ones like me.
The fox replied,
That may be so, but I have just eaten a very big dinner and I am not very hungry. Besides, you are too fast for me.
Then the fox said,
We seem to be going the same way. Why don't we walk along together?
The gingerbread boy saw no harm in that. So the gingerbread boy and the sly old fox walked along the road together. Soon they came to a stream, but there was no bridge to get to the other side.
How can we get across?
Asked the gingerbread boy.
Just hop on my back, said the fox, and I'll take you across.
So the gingerbread boy climbed onto the fox's back, and the fox started to swim across the stream.
Get up on my shoulders, or you will get wet, said the fox.
So the gingerbread boy climbed up on the fox's shoulders. Then the water grew deeper. The fox called out,
Climb up on my head before you melt away.
So the gingerbread boy climbed up on the fox's head. Suddenly,
The sly fox gave his head a quick turn. He opened his mouth wide, and then snip, snap, and that was the end of the gingerbread boy. The end.
Fun in the sun. Up went the sun. It was a hot sun. It was a hot day. It was a hot, sunny day. Billy Beaver got up. He looked out.
What a sunny day,
Said Billy.
what a good day to play.
Billy Beaver went out.
I will have fun in the sun.
Said Billy. Did Billy have fun? No. He wanted to play, but there was no one to play with. The sun was hot. It was too hot. No one was playing out in the sun.
This is not fun,
Said Billy.
I want someone to play with.
Billy went to see Mandy Mouse. Mandy Mouse was fun to play with. Would Mandy play with Billy Beaver? Mandy Mouse was sitting in the shade of a big tree.
Do you want to play?
Said Billy.
It will be fun to play in the sun. Oh, no,
Said Mandy.
the sun is too hot today. The shade is cool. I do not want to play.
Away went Billy Beaver. He went to look for someone else to play with. Billy went to see Fred Fox. Fred Fox was fun to play with. Was it too hot for Fred to play?
Will you play today?
Said Billy Beaver.
It is sunny. We can have fun.
Fred Fox was having a drink of cool water.
What?
Cried Fred.
Play today? It is too hot. I do not want to play. I would rather have some cool water.
There is cool water in the brook,
Said Billy.
We can play in the water. We can swim in the water. We can play and swim. Swimming is fun.
Swimming is fun,
Said Fred.
but we cannot swim in the brook. The brook's water is cool, but it is not deep enough to swim in.
Away went Billy Beaver. What a day. It was sunny, and no one would play. Mandy Mouse would not play. Fred Fox would not play. Was it that hot? Billy went to see Ron Raccoon. Ron liked to play. Would Ron Raccoon play on this hot day? Ron Raccoon was making a fan. A fan is good to have on a hot day.
Do you want to play?
Said Billy.
The sun is up. We can have fun.
Ron did not want to play. Do you want to make a fan? He asked Billy. I can fan you. You can fan me. We can be cool on a hot sunny day.
No,
Said Billy Beaver.
I do not like to make fans.
Ron said. What do beavers like to make?
Beavers like to make dams.
Said Billy. Billy stopped.
A beaver dam!
He cried.
I must go.
Wait, cried Ron Raccoon. What are you going to do? But Billy Beaver did not hear him. Away went Billy. Billy Beaver went to the brook. What a good place for a beaver dam. Billy looked at the brook.
A beaver dam will stop the water.
He said.
The cool water will get deep. It will be a good place to swim.
Billy looked up at the sun.
It is too hot to play,
He said.
but it is not too hot to make a beaver dam.
Billy went to work. The beaver dam went up. Billy's dam stopped the cool brook water. The water got deeper and deeper. What a good beaver dam it was. What a good place to swim,
I want to have fun in the sun.
said Billy.
Will someone swim with me?
Billy Beaver went to see Mandy Mouse.
I made a beaver dam, he said. We can get cool in the water. We can have fun.
Mandy got up out of the shade.
I want to have fun in the sun, she cried. I will go swimming.
Billy went to see Fred Fox.
I stopped up the brook,
Said Billy.
the water is cool and deep. We can swim in it.
Yay!
Cried Fred.
I want to play. I will swim with you.
Billy went to see Ron Raccoon.
Do you want to make fans?
He said,
Or do you want to swim?
I want to swim, cried Ron Raccoon. Mandy Mouse went to the brook. Fred Fox went to the brook. Ron Raccoon went to the brook. At the brook, they saw Billy. They saw his beaver dam. They saw the deep, cool water.
What a good place to swim!
Cried Fred. Billy looked at Mandy Mouse. He looked at Fred Fox and Ron Raccoon.
Into the water!
He shouted. And into the brook they went. The water was cool. The sun did not feel too hot anymore.
A sunny day is fun,
Said Mandy.
Swimming is fun.
Said Fred Fox. Billy Beaver is fun, said Ron Raccoon. He knows how to play on a hot, sunny day. The end.